It's good. Hey guys, welcome back to the Grantis podcast. I'm here with a very special guest.
Hey, I'm Logan.
It's Logan, Miss Miami.
We'll bring our cases with you. So.
Okay.
Okay, it's Logan, Miss Miami LaDuff.
Okay, so leave all instruments underneath, and then when we head off to the send-off.
Okay, take 3. She's a junior at USC studying legal studies. She's on the USC Spirit Leaders with moi, and she's also an AFE, and she is from Las Vegas.
I am.
Which is crazy because we are actually right outside Las Vegas. We are on a bus.
Headed back to my hometown.
So, should be fun. We're here for the Women's Pac-12 Basketball Championship, and I thought we should just go ahead and do an episode here. I have a couple of talking points and a couple of segments planned, but for the most part, it's going to be unplanned.
Yes.
So sorry for picking up background noise, but we'll cut the segments together, so don't worry about that.
Yeah. Is there any trash here?
First things first, let's talk about your academic and career pathway. So what are you going to do with legal studies?
Okay, I have a lot of different paths and ideas where I think that I want to go with this. Definitely something in entertainment and the sports industry. I either want to work for a team and do contracts or for the individual players and do contracts. I'm not really sure which one yet, but definitely something in the entertainment industry.
Awesome. And fun fact, Logan actually I don't know the story about which colleges you went to or
Okay.
So
yeah,
you could talk about that.
There's a big story here.
Yes.
So basically, I did track and field in high school. I decided I didn't want to do that in college late into my senior year after I had already started being recruited by colleges. And I had no clue where I wanted to go. So then I ended up at Boise State, my mom's alma mater, for the year. I kind of went there into it with an open mindset, kind of knowing that I was going to leave, but also not really sure if I was going to fall in love with it. And if I fell in love with it, great, then I wasn't going to leave. And then I actually transferred from there to the University of Miami, where I had a really great time there. I was on their cheer team there also, but it just didn't work out. It didn't really feel like home to me. Which is then when I decided to apply and got into USC and then ended up here, and I'm happier than ever. So it's definitely, as much as it was a pain to go to 3 different colleges, it was definitely worth it.
What do you think is your favorite thing about being at USC or in California or both?
I love being in California and LA just in general because I feel like there's a lot to do in LA, and that's kind of where a majority of the entertainment industry is. So there's endless opportunities for me. And then on top of that, I'm from Vegas. It's not too far from home. And then on top of that, my grandma lives in Palm Springs, so it's just super convenient.
Nice. Would you say that USC was the best decision for your career, or where do you think do you think you're going to use USC as a stepping stone for gold, or are you looking at other law schools?
I definitely think it's a stepping stone in terms of that I would love to stay here for law school. I obviously don't know where I want to go yet. I'm looking at a whole bunch of different options. It kind of depends on how well I do in school or how well I continue to do in school. But yeah, I'm definitely very open to gold and would love to attend there.
Awesome. And then I guess last establishing thing we can talk about is your nickname is Miami. It has to do a lot with your cheer and dance background. So I want to hear a little bit about that. And was your college scholarship in 3 different sports? Was that track and field, cheer?
Track and field, cheerleading, and diving.
And diving, wow,
yes,
okay.
Such a random sport.
Do you want to give us a little background about each of those, your experience in each of those?
Yeah, of course. So I started track and field my freshman year when I actually broke my ankle. And then I was out. Let me go backwards. I danced competitively after I quit gymnastics for 10 years. So I quit at 13 years old, and I was at level 9. So I quit in 6th grade. And then all of my friends were dancers. So I was I'm joining dance. It's just what I'm going to do. So I went and I did competitive dance for a couple years. I did the entire, what are they called? Conventions. I did all of those conventions, everything like that. Yes, I did all of those. And then we actually moved from Arizona to Las Vegas my freshman year of high school. and I wanted to transfer and do dance, but my mom was also a college cheerleader, and so she was like, no, you're doing cheer. And so she made me try out for my high school cheer team, which is how cheer got started. And then my dad is also a big sports guy, and he was like, okay, I need you to get involved in something else. So that's why he told me to go out for track and field, and I went to the track and field meeting, and they were like, oh, like, we heard you're a gymnast, like, can you do a backflip? And I was like, yeah, like, why is that relevant to track and field though? And they were like, hey, you're gonna be a pole vaulter. And I was like, okay. Like, I had no clue what pole vault was. I had never even encountered this sport before in my life. And so yeah, I tried it my freshman year, broke my ankle doing that actually, was out for the entire season, started up again sophomore year, ended up making it pretty far. I made it to the Junior Olympics, and I competed at nationals, so had a pretty good season. Junior year was COVID, and then I went to sports camp at IMG and got recruited to go to IMG, and then the rest is history, I guess.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That was a packed history.
Yeah.
How did you like find the time to do all these like?
Oh, I didn't sleep.
Oh.
I just did not sleep.
For the first how many years of your life?
Yeah,
crazy.
for a lot of years. And then diving was just like something that I picked up for funsies.
Oh, okay.
And I just happened to have a coach that was a collegiate coach for my coach, and he was like, hey, do you want to come to school here? And I was like, no.
Well, this is really choppy. I'm so sorry. I'm like jumping from topic to topic because I have them before the segments, but I'm told you can find really good gluten, dairy, and sugar-free brownies and cookies.
Oh, yes.
Any like recs for the people that are watching?
My favorite is probably the Nowhere Bakery. They're so good. I would say they're my favorite because I can find them out. There's definitely a lot of, I should not say a lot of different options, but my favorite grocery store, Erewhon, definitely has some options. But aside of that, I would definitely recommend the Nowhere Bakery. They're super accessible. You can place orders online.
And that comes from like your dietary restrictions. Like,
yes.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that as well?
So I would say this all started because I have hypothyroidism, which is like essentially a slow metabolism, like to put it in very simple terms. And I have had to get blood work done for like every month for like the past like however many years of my life. Like I can't even remember. And basically one day I was just getting my blood work done because there was a whole lot that was like going wrong, and they were like, oh yeah, by the way, like you're celiac. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I grew up like not really eating a bunch of gluten because my mom was just like a super like potato, brown rice heavy family. And so like obviously I did have gluten when I was growing up, but nothing obviously that was of concern until randomly I was just going downhill and they were like, oh yeah, you're celiac, and then on top of that, like you're dairy free too, like you can't have lactose. And I was like, oh, okay. So, and it's not just lactose either, it's like dairy as a whole, so it's really inconvenient. And then sugar is just because of hypothyroidism, help monitor it or decrease the amount that it impacts my everyday life. So it's just more of a personal choice in quotes. Best for my health.
Okay. Well, that's all of like the talking points I had before like the actual segments. But I don't know if we should start a segment while we're here. Yeah. 5. Well, 2 notes. In reference to the last episode, I did get to try the lavender matcha from Starbucks. It was really good. If you're gonna get it, use a gift card or get someone who works there to make it for you. Don't buy it. Second note, this is just something stupid that I thought randomly that I wanted to cover. The other day I was working and I had my laptop open with my like dual screen, and then like I also had my like school laptop open and then my phone. Yeah. And to my supervisor who's sitting next to me, she's like 5 years older than me, I was like, oh my gosh, screenager. And then I realized that I'm 21.
Oh.
Which is really fucking sad because that's like stupid, like screenager, and then I'm 21. Oh wow.
Hey, it's Vegas.
Oh okay, yeah, you can point the camera and show them. Sorry, this is like a really messy like intro, but
hey.
What happens in Vegas
I love
stays in
this
Vegas.
city.
Oh, I hate that stadium.
I love that stadium.
I hate that stadium.
I was at that game. That game actually convinced me
I
to go to
can't
USC.
do Allegiant. I can't do T-Mobile Arena.
Yeah. Yep, we did indeed lose, and I was indeed still convinced to go to school here.
Yes. Yeah, so we are approaching the Luxor where we will do the rest of this podcast, but oh yeah, Rachel's filming too. Yeah, so sorry for the messy intro, but I'll see you in the next clip.
Bye.
Okay, so we're back. We're in the Luxor Hotel.
Yay.
And everyone's getting ready. So next segment. So this next segment is called Rapid Fire. I'm going to be asking you a series of 10 questions. Your goal is to ask or like answer them, not like without thinking, but like as quick as you can.
Okay.
So try not to think about it too hard. Okay. Number 1, what is the hardest class you've taken at USC?
Law 200, which is so stupid because it's literally like one of the lowest level classes that I have to take.
Okay. Number 2, if you had to dye your hair in an unnatural color, which color would you choose?
Definitely blonde.
Okay. And then like fun color, like crazy color.
Oh, I'm not about fun colors.
But if you had to.
Maybe red, like a gingery red.
So it's the least worst?
Yeah. Sorry, people will just be like, oh, she's a crazy ginger.
Number 3, what is your least favorite cheer skill?
Honestly, anything jumps.
Okay.
I hate jumps.
Number 4, if you could live in one place for the rest of your life, where would you live?
Can I travel still?
Yeah, but like where would your
Oh.
permanent home be for the rest of your life?
Oh, LA. I love this city.
Why so?
Because there's literally everything there. There's the beach, there's the city, there's the mountains.
Number 5, assuming you would have children, what would you name your first child or your firstborn?
If it's a girl, it's Blair. And if it's a boy, honestly, I haven't really decided.
Chuck?
Yeah. No.
You haven't thought that far?
No, I haven't thought that far, but
okay.
Which is funny because everybody tells me I'd be a really good boy mom, and I do believe that 100% wholeheartedly. But I have only a girl name picked out.
Okay. There's still time.
I hope so.
Number 6, what is your ideal sweet treat? Or if not, like what do you crave often?
I don't really eat a lot of like sweets, but when I do, it's dark chocolate.
Sweet. What is one clothing piece or accessory you are in desperate need of right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Some jewelry, since we're not allowed to wear it with our uniform.
No, but like, is there anything like on your wish list that you're like in your shopping cart that you're like, oh, I'm about to buy that, or?
Honestly, I kind of buy a lot of stuff all the time, but probably, a pair of black boots, like a pair of black going out boots.
Okay. Number 8, what is your top pick or like Vegas restaurant rec?
Wait, there's so many choices. Probably like Spago or Pago or something. I don't know. It's one of those.
And what is that for people who don't know?
It's like, they're just restaurants that are overlooking the Bellagio. Honestly, they're probably very overrated, and most people are like, ew, why did she even say that? But like, the views, like, it's just so cool to be able to go overlook the water.
Fun.
Or Monamiga Bee. How about that one? That one also overlooks the water, but it's across the street, so it's not as cool.
What type of food do they have there?
Monamiga Bee is like French.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a lot of like breads and pastas.
Yummy.
Which is ironic because I can't eat any of them. But
the views, though.
don't come for me.
I've been told, aka I read your questionnaire, and it says you like to cook or bake. What is your favorite thing to make?
Honestly, because I don't really eat a lot and every one of my meals gets delivered that I eat, I honestly cook whatever anybody else wants. So yeah, whatever everybody else is craving. But, I don't know, maybe carrot cake or like carrot cake muffins. I don't know. But I pretty much only cook for other people, not myself.
Okay. Number 10, who's your least favorite spirit leader on the team? I'm kidding. 10 is explain Thanksgiving Friday. Like, what is that?
Oh my god. Okay, so I was on a walk with my parents and I was like kind of really out of it. It was really early in the morning and we were talking about Thanksgiving plans for next year because my family always goes on vacation to like some type of like tropical destination. So like we'll go to like Costa Rica or Puerto Rico or just Hawaii, like literally anywhere. And I don't know why, but I was so upset because I was like, damn it, like Thanksgiving is going to be on a Friday next year. Because I always like, I don't, just like, yeah, I was upset about it. And then My parents were like, you're stupid. So yeah, Thanksgiving will be on Friday next year for all of you guys that don't know.
Yeah.
I think it should be a presidential announcement, actually, just to inform everybody.
Look forward to it. Thanksgiving Friday next year. Pull up.
Yes. I will be having a party. Everybody is invited.
Okay. Our next segment is going to be our longest one. This one is called True or False. I'm basically going to be asking you a series of questions. Some of them will need a little bit more elaboration because I wasn't given a whole lot of detail.
Oh, God.
Some of them will be true. Some of them will be false.
So do I have to say if they're true or false?
Yeah, so you're going to be answering the question.
What if I say it's false and it's actually true?
Oh, I know which ones are true.
Oh.
I just need you to explain them.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Number 1, I was told that you were an escape artist as a little kid.
I actually didn't know that.
Oh, then let me read the story for the viewers on my computer.
I actually, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put it past me, but, like, I did not know that.
It says, Logan was athletic from a very early age. When she was 4 months old, I came to the daycare to pick her up, and there was a group of parents looking through the glass window. When I asked them what they were looking at, they said Logan. They had never seen a 4-month-old baby crawl. She had moved to the old kids class because they were concerned she would crawl and lay down on another infant. Later that month, after I put her to bed, she came crawling into my bedroom. I picked her up and went and yelled at my husband for not getting her out of bed. He responded that he did not. We put her back in the crib with the door shut, and we watched her scale the crib, flip her body over, and free fall to the floor. She was an escape artist at 4 months old. So yeah, escape artist. Sorry. This is the next true or false question, number 2. True or false, when you were 4, you called your grandfather a snake.
Oh, I did. I wanted to go to McDonald's, and he wanted to go to Panda Express. And I was such a picky eater that I was not eating anything besides McDonald's or, I don't know, something random, like probably very unhealthy. And, he went to Panda Express instead of McDonald's, and I got there, and I was so pissed about it that I called him a snake because it was the worst thing that I could think of. And probably, like, my least favorite thing. So yeah, that is true.
Okay. Wait, I already asked that. Number 4, true or false? You can do a standing fold.
That's like kind of true, kind of false. Like at one point in time, definitely not today.
Next one, true or false? You can play the piano.
At one point in time.
Supplied to us by Sophia Ray Ramirez.
Oh. At one point in time.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I grew up playing piano. I, in fact, had private piano lessons that I would have somebody come over to my house every single week for, like, a good, 12 years of my life. And now I can maybe play, Mary Had a Little Lamb at the max. It's bad for how much money that was spent on those lessons.
Can you still, read music, though?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So, if you, practice a song, you could
Yeah, I don't know. If I, practice and, actually took time out of my day to do it, then, yeah, I could. But
that's how I feel, too, because I have the same situation. I took piano lessons, but, if you sat me down at a piano and told me to play, I'd be like, where's the sheet music?
Yeah, I'd be like...
Yeah, I need some practice.
Yeah.
Number 6, true or false? You used to fall asleep on the ski lift.
Oh, that is true. I mean, I briefly remember this, but, not very well. But there's a lot of stories that go around about this that I would just, I'm not one to quit really doing anything. So if somebody else wanted to keep going, I was still going to go, no matter, how exhausted I was. And so, yeah, I used to sleep on the chairlift in between runs. And that's how I was able to keep going.
True or false? This is question number 8. You have a twin on the team.
False. Who's my twin?
Are you sure? Hold up. I need to pull up Sophia. Sophia has so many she supplied me with.
I mean, listen. Deja and I.
Is that true? Maybe it was Deja. Did Deja supply one? Moving on. True or false number 9. Were you a baby model?
I was. I actually really was. I was a Hot Topic baby model.
Hot Topic?
Yes, their first one.
What do they sell for babies?
Probably their first and only one. They sold
Are you modeling eyebrow piercings?
No, No, they had like onesies that had like graphic logos on them.
Oh.
So yeah, I was their first and probably only baby model.
That's crazy.
Those
How'd you like?
are somewhere.
How do you get into that gig? Did your like parents just sign you up for it? Or,
yeah, I mean, I was actually recruited.
Oh.
As a baby.
Yeah, as a baby. I'm pretty sure somebody came up to my parents like in the park or something like that. Like kind of like
Okay,
like
sketchy.
If I can remember
Yeah.
it, like I want to say like kind of sounded like a movie, like it was so unreal, but it was just because I was so small at such like an old age that like I had like the brain capacity to like understand what was going on, but like physically looked like an infant. So it was just like best of both worlds for everybody because then I wasn't actually as young as they wanted me to be, so I could understand things.
Yeah. Well, that's actually all the true false questions I had.
But most of those were true.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
True segment.
Yeah, true segment. Okay, my next one is like soapboxes. Did you have a list?
I have like 2.
Okay.
And the first one that I can think of off of the top of my head is that just because it's designer doesn't mean it's better. And that is something I will stand on because
Anything
all
specifically you want to talk about?
designer jewelry specifically because I have a lot of friends that have gone out and bought like designer jewelry and then they end up like destroying it because it tarnishes. A lot of them. I won't name specifics, but I do know personally people that have tarnished their jewelry. And I am like a person that can only, my mom gave me this, I'm actually allergic to fake jewelry. Mm-hmm. So I can only wear real gold stuff. And so there's a lot of designer jewelry out there that I cannot wear. So this might just be me being salty about the fact that I can't own it. But yeah, all my jewelry is still intact because it's all real gold. What's the soapbox that you stand on?
My first one, I don't know if you have this problem. I'm referencing something specifically, so if you're listening to this and this applies to you, you know who you are. Don't post a bad photo of me without asking.
Oh.
/ what happened to asking, like sending people photos before you post it and saying, is this okay to post?
I try to be really good at that and I try to do it, but sometimes it doesn't happen, which I do feel bad for. Most of the time they don't care, but I would say that like probably 90% of the time I am good about sending that text and asking just like, is it okay to post this? Because I hate when there's bad photos of me out there, but also just like untag yourself.
If it's in a carousel of 10 photos and that's at the end, I don't care. If it's a carousel of 4 photos and that's at the end, that's not that many swipes to get to the end. So
you're scared everybody's gonna see it.
Yes. But then also there was another one where like I get Asian glow when I drink, so my face is red.
Wait, did you know that that's because your body doesn't like know how to process?
Yeah, there's like an intolerance.
Yeah.
Or something.
I learned that the other day in my biology of food class.
Before I started taking Pepsid, and like I don't take Pepsid that often, like that's only if I'm like really gonna go for it, but I've only taken Pepsid like twice. Before I started taking Pepsid, like I would get really flushed.
Yeah.
And I would just look really bad in pictures, especially if you're trying to take those digitals. Like,
see, I look
flash
really,
is not
I look
forgiving.
really bad in a lot of photos.
Yeah. So
Not photogenic.
in a group photo that someone posted, I had Asian glow. So on one hand, I didn't look good, but on another hand, like I'm very visibly drunk. So like, why would you post that?
Why would why would you post it? But then it's also like, at least people know that that's not what you actually look like.
I mean, yeah, but I just look so bad in that photo. I'll show you.
I don't know. I wouldn't want
later.
somebody posting a photo of me drunk either.
Yeah,
I don't
it
drink
looks so
anymore
bad.
though, so
Actually,
it's very hard to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that photo so much. And then this was the other photo that I didn't have Asian glow in. I just looked horrible because it was a 0.5 and it was on the end and I was facing the side. Who was posting that?
Yeah. That makes sense why you wouldn't want that posted.
I don't want that posted. And I can understand why that one didn't want to get, or why the person who posted that one didn't want to take it down, because there's only 4 photos in the carousel. So if I asked her to delete it, it would have taken like an entire, like 25%.
So yeah, but I disagree with that because I've posted a carousel photo and there was only 3 photos in it, and somebody texted me and asked me if I would mind taking down 1 photo, and I said, yeah, of course, because I don't want anybody to ever be uncomfortable with something that's out there of them on the internet.
You heard it, folks.
So, now there is only 2 photos there, but you know what? I don't care because I would rather there only be 2 photos there than them not want that to be up.
Logan for president. Did you remember your second one?
No, I stand on a lot of soapboxes though, I feel like, but I feel like they just come randomly to me.
Okay. If you think of one during this conversation, let me know because I have a couple more that I...
Okay, well then go for yours and maybe I'll think of something.
Okay. Number 2, why are we still using paper?
Oh.
For school specifically?
Why do professors make us handwrite tests still? Because the other day I had to handwrite an essay and I literally wanted, like my hand wanted to die. And there was 2 of them that I had to write. So can we like make that illegal? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or just like make it under like, do you know that one software that you can use?
Oh yeah, like the lockdown
Yeah,
browser?
I use like lockdown browser. Like I really don't care about like the internet. Like I just wanted like the questions weren't anything that like the internet could have really, because it was like personal based. So I'm like, who cares if I had the internet anyways? Yeah.
Or like when professors like don't count like taking iPad notes or like computer notes as notes, and they make you put away your electronics and you can only take notes on a piece of paper.
That's so annoying. I mean, I do get it though because kids get distracted a lot in class.
I do.
But also I have
But it's their education too.
But I have really bad ADHD, so like when there's professors that do that, I'm like, sorry, I'm doing it. Like I'm taking notes on my laptop anyways, just because like if you give me a pen and a paper, like it's gonna be full of literally anything but notes. So. Yeah.
So that's the second thing. And then the third thing is when like a teacher needs you to like print out an assignment. I think that's stupid. We have turned it in for a reason. Like, you have to pay for printing. And you have to pay for printing.
Yeah, you do have to pay for printing.
I was going to go off for that because printing at USC is so expensive. It's like 12 cents per side.
Yeah.
And then like if you wanted to do color, it's like 50 cents per side.
The worst
50 cents for a...
No. The worst is having to reload your card because there's like a $5 minimum on it and you need one piece of paper printed. Yep. And it's literally like gonna cost you 40 cents, and they're like, you have to put $5, and I'm like,
pisses me off.
It's so annoying.
It's even worse when you have to reprint because you have to like upload a PDF that's specific. So if you're trying to upload like a Word document or like a PowerPoint that you formatted and print out like the slides or something, if it messes it up, you have to just like print it again. Yeah. So it's like another cost that you're doing.
It's so annoying.
And then jumping off of paying for printing, why is coin-operated laundry still a thing where we have iPhones for a reason?
Right. No, right. Like at least a credit card. Like
something. Because I'm not
Apple
going
Pay,
to Target and getting cash back in quarters. I'm not doing that.
They won't let you do that.
Exactly.
Like
So I have to take the money and then go to a laundromat and then convert it to coins. To my apartment, I've just been stealing the coins out of the washing machines that you forget to lock. So that's on you. If you think about it though, like half the time the washing machines don't even work, so I'm not like stealing their coins. I'm taking the coins back that they took from me.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm recycling.
Right. So, no, honestly, I got lucky this year that my apartment does have in-unit washer and dryer. But last year, I definitely did not have that. And there was multiple times where... Actually, where was it? It was in Miami. In Miami, I had to use coins. And that was the biggest pain in my butt to try to go get because...
Because you never even know. Like, sometimes the washing machine won't even, like... Because... Like, the coin-operated hardly ever have, like, screens on it to tell you whether it's working or not. So sometimes you'll just push the coins in, and then it just won't do anything.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, well, I just lost $1.25.
And the thing about the University of Miami is there's really kind of nothing around campus, like, within, like, real walking distance. And so it was, like, to go to a bank or to go do anything like that, like, I didn't have a car. I wasn't getting there. Like...
Coin-operated laundry is ancient. Like... We should just get rid of those machines. Half of them are on their last legs anyways. Like,
I don't know how they're still working.
Me neither. Number 3, my soapbox is I think that, like, everyone agrees with this, that media is oversaturated. Like, there's too many, like, movies on the market. There's too many, like, songs on the market. But at the same time, why is TV bad right now? Like, there's no TV shows that I, like, watch right now.
Honestly, I don't really have time to watch a lot of TV shows.
That's probably good, though, that there's no TV shows that are good.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing for me, but, like, when I do watch a show, it's one that I have already watched. It's going to be Friends or Gossip Girl. Sorry.
I can only watch shows or movies that I've, like, already watched like multiple times because like I know the plot or
okay
whatever.
wait no, like, Deja and I were talking and Bridgerton is still coming out and that's a pretty good show.
That's true, but it's a continuation of a series that has
been in existence,
been established.
Okay.
I'm talking about stuff that has come out in literally like the last year.
See, I need another good like sitcom.
Yeah.
Like I need a new modern, although I think that the appeal of old sitcoms are the fact that they're totally unrelatable. In terms of the fact that, like, they didn't have cell phones. Like, and if they did, it was Gossip Girl and they were flip phones. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I see what you
mean.
There
were, like, sending, like, emails or, like, text messages. Like, there was no...
Yeah,
so
I would agree with that.
That was the appeal of it.
And, like, I think the writing was a lot more passionate, whereas I think like now it's a lot of cash grabs. So like
Yes.
people like talking about like relationships and stuff, the shows of the past had so much more like character development and focused on the
Yes.
relationships of the characters, whereas now I think there's too much focus on like the plot and what the characters
Well,
are
and I
doing.
think there's like a big modern day like hookup culture that's like kind of like just like that's the only thing that shows are about, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it is kind of leaning into that.
Like,
So yeah, so I think that like modern TV shows, there's not much to watch.
or even modern movies.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
some of them
getting
are-
at that point. There's some that are like super good,
There's,
but
like, they're either-
few and far between. But yeah, as I was saying, like media is so oversaturated, and I feel like I can't enjoy TV anymore for some reason. Whereas I feel like I enjoyed TV more than movies at one point, but I can't do it anymore.
I feel like I still enjoy TV more than movies.
like old TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get into a new TV show. Maybe that's it. My
I
commitment
can't. I
issues.
don't. No.
Yeah.
No.
Or like even like reality TV shows. Like I feel like
Wait,
I can't get into a
The
lot of them now.
Kardashians.
Oh, my storage is full.
No!
We knew this was gonna happen at some point. But yeah, final remark on that note while I'm here. I can't do reality TV shows either. Logan was gonna interject about keeping the new Kardashians. What do you want to comment on it? It's amazing. She likes to see into their personal
Is
lives.
that not what the original one was?
But like now they have kids.
Now they have kids.
I'm obsessed with the kids.
She's obsessed with the kids, not really them. So yeah, that's her note on that. I was gonna say that I can't really do all of the new like reality shows like the dating ones. I know Love Is Blind, some people really like it. I haven't got into it personally, but that's not the one I'm talking about. I'm just talking about like all the minor ones that like TikTok covers for like a week and then no one talks about again. I have been watching The Bachelor recently. That I talked about that in another episode, but this season has been crazy, and unlike the other seasons, I wasn't rooting for anyone in specific. I just knew that I was really against Rachel and Leah. They were pretty crazy. But no, actually, no, I love Leah. What am I talking about? She's my favorite. Peep the nails. Peep the dress. Yeah, peep the hair with her bang and her slick back bun. That was crazy. And then recently I found out that Maria got sent home, which was crazy.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. I'm honestly fine with because
If she's not the next Bachelorette, then I'll be mad.
yeah, but honestly, like I don't think this is the gig for her. Like
Was she?
I think she just needs to find someone better, like not in this sphere, because she deserves more.
Yeah.
As far as like Joey and Daisy, I kind of knew that's how it would end up. Like I think not that I think Joey has anything like malicious intent, but I knew that he was going to end up with a blonde white girl from the beginning, and he was just keeping some people to keep it PC. But yeah, with all of the girls that were there, I was like, he has one of each. So I was like,
no like screen time to Rachel. So I was like, I know she's. Not
I know she has no connection with him. For one, for two, she's just not that interesting of a person. No, that's mean. I shouldn't say that. You feel like what? Oh yeah, she's boring too. I didn't even think about Kelsey because like she's not worth commenting on. He says that he really likes her though, like her and him, or like he talks about her like he has this big connection with her, but
Well, think
I
they're all
don't
kinda
see
boring.
it. They are all kind of
Maria's
boring.
the only
That's what I'm
entertaining
saying.
one.
Everyone's saying like once she left, everyone stopped caring about her. I also thought what's her face was really cute too. Jen.
So sad.
She had so much chemistry with him, and she didn't even have to have like a one-on-one like that often with him. Like what's her face, the southern one, I keep on forgetting all their names, the girl who was like I'm falling for you that got sent home. She was so desperate for a one-on-one that she got herself sent home because she was obsessive. But Jen was not doing like too much, so I really liked that about her. She did get sent home though. But yeah, Bachelor is crazy this season. They kind of like really like redeemed the series with this season. I think it got a lot of press. Oh yeah, so we're gonna head down. I do have a soapbox later. Maybe Logan will think of another one so that I'm not fucking talking and being the annoying one. I need to stop talking because this is your episode. Yeah, maybe I'll think of another talking point too so that we have more to talk about. Because right now we're clocked at like maybe 40 minutes. Talk to you after the game. We're playing Arizona. Beat the Wildcats. Oh no, I'm not bringing all this. I will just leave it here. My head is on frame. I'm so sorry. But
Oh yeah.
That's actually crazy. I can't even see where your legs end. Like it looks like they go up like further. But yeah, we have our spring unis today, and I'll check in with you afterwards. Bye for now. Welcome back. Funny story. So when we left off, we were going to the Arizona game. What actually happened was we went to the Arizona game and then we won that game. And then the next day we played UCLA and then we also won that game. So now it's the night before the finals.
Yay.
Yeah. So we're playing Stanford tomorrow, and then if we win, then the women's basketball team is going to be Pac-12 champions. And if we lose,
As they should.
then they got second place, but that's not going to happen.
As
so.
they shouldn't.
Yeah. But I think where we left off, we were still on soapboxes. Did you have any more to add that you thought of?
No, I literally can't think of
okay.
any.
My last soapbox that I wanted to talk about was that I would rather be annoyed than be annoying. And what I mean by that is, like, I feel like this year I need to be a little bit more chill. I think I was really fucking annoying last year and very insufferable, so I need to dial it back, and I have not been doing that well.
I feel like I need to do the opposite.
We can switch. We can Freaky Friday it.
Yeah, I think I need to be a little more annoying.
No, yeah, because it's like I think it's so like awkward when I'm like the annoying one and like the person I'm talking to is like so like over my shit. And in relationships specifically, this is not like a general like friendship thing. I don't know. I think I just need to find someone who is like a little too much, and then I can kind of like balance that. Like I'd rather have someone who kind of is a little bit more outgoing and kind of like brings that out of me rather than me having to be the one to like pull that out of them. Because I feel like at its root, I am not the most outgoing person, but I don't know. I would just prefer someone else to have that role. So that's that on soapboxes. We can move to obsessions.
Okay.
You can start because I think I have been talking for the past however many minutes. But
Okay,
yeah.
well, first of all, I have an obsession with any black clothes. Like, I only actually buy black clothes. I don't know. People send me videos on it all the time about people just having, like, black wardrobes, and that's literally my wardrobe. So that's my first obsession. My second obsession is my perfume, which is Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods. It's the best. I'm on my, like, third bottle now, so I've been on that for a long time. And then my other obsession is Taylor Swift and Kelsey Ballerini. Don't come for me. It is just is what it is. And yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
For food, I've been making like trail mix as a snack where it's just banana chips, like raw almonds and then dried cherries. It's really good. It's also very fibrous. So actually, I'm not going to explain that. That's fucking disgusting. Next one I will talk about will be media. I've watched a lot of movies in the past couple of days, but more specifically, I'm going to talk about like Jump In, 10 Things I Hate About You, and Cruella. Cruella is a really good movie. I think it's really entertaining, so I like watching that one.
I don't know that I've ever watched that.
It's like a planned movie. I'm a really big fan of like planned movies where they like outline it from the beginning, like like this is the plan, we're gonna stick to it, and then it all comes together in the end. Or like even with like twists and turns, or like it was the plan the whole time.
Yeah,
I like those kind of movies. 10 Things I Hate About You, coming off of like a bunch of rom-coms that I watched, that one's just a good classic one to go back to. Also, I'm friends with Julia Stiles, so that is like one of the best
recently rewatched Notting Hill, which was very good.
Oh, with
Julia Roberts. Yeah. Anyone But You. Love that movie. I know you have a different opinion, but anyways. And then my go-to TV shows are Friends or Gossip Girl, which are just like two old basics.
Nice.
And then I guess I have another obsession, which is comedogenic makeup, but I don't know that that's really like an obsession as much as like a necessity, because my skin breaks out really easily. So making sure that everything that I use in my makeup routine is like non-comedogenic.
Any specific racks, like brands that you look for? Yeah,
the e.l.f. lip oil I've recently figured out is non-comedogenic, which is like very nice because I've had like all the other ones and like the Dior or like whatever, and they're all comedogenic. And so, yeah, I would say, honestly, I would give more recs, but everything that I have right now is non-comedogenic, but I know that there's brands that are changing their recipes like literally on the weekly basis, and it'll go from being non-comedogenic to something that I shouldn't use like within a week or me buying it. So yeah, that's all I have for that.
Okay. Let's see, what other obsessions? Oh, for like products or like clothing things that I use, it's the Mzu sleep mask. I had to do a communications presentation on it. And it's basically just this eye mask that contours to your face. I think I saw like a donut one. I don't know who was using it. It's basically
Probably me.
Was it? Do you have like the black one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's just designed to like fit over your eyes. So if you have like sensitive eyes, it doesn't like put pressure on your eye sockets. It has like a well at your T-zone so that you don't have like oily skin.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
love that sleep mask.
just a big fan of those like types of sleep masks. So
I have like pretty long eyelashes, so like even as a kid, like I couldn't wear like glasses really without it like irritating my eyes because they would like my eyelashes would hit the like frames of the glasses. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh, I need that because there's no way that I was sleeping with like a flat one on my face.
that's really nice. You can like open your eyes and it's almost like you're in a dark room.
Yeah.
And you can like blink your eyes.
That's exactly what it is. Like my roommate and I have conversations all the time at night and I'll fully have it on and I'm just like it's like I'm sitting in a dark room. It's so great. And then back to clothing. No, I'll go back to food really quickly. I have a new meal prep or delivery, whatever you want to call it. Everything comes already made for me, so that's great. And they have this blueberry loaf that's like dairy free and gluten free and refined sugar free, and it's so good. Even though it doesn't sound like it would be good at all, it's actually very good. So that's another one of my obsessions. And then they also have sweet potato tater tots, which are very good.
Ooh.
And my roommate and I, neither of us like sweet potatoes, but we both love these like specific tater tots. I don't know why, but we do. Okay, I'll let you go.
Okay.
I have a couple more, but
I only have a few more. I think all the rest are songs, and they're all over the place just because I don't have like specific playlists that I use. My sister makes playlists, and I just listen to those. But
that's
I
what my
like
brother does.
I like songs, and I'll just put the liked songs on like shuffle, and then I'll just listen to those.
Yeah.
So far it's been Renegade by Styx. That one was in Stick It. Really love that one. Anthem Part 2, Blink 182, also in Stick It. That's a really good movie. And then God Help the Outcast from Hunchback of Notre Dame. That one is a banger. I'm actually watching Hunchback of Notre Dame right now, and I'll go back to that after we're done filming this episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
My current clothing obsessions, even though I'm going back to this, sorry
worries.
about it, is Maison Essential, which is like I'm pretty sure it's a French brand. They sell it on Forward. I know that for sure. Or maybe Shopbop. I don't know which one. But they do like silk dresses that are very nice. And then Reformation, which is kind of a basic brand. But then as for songs, right now I have like a very obsessive personality, so I'm in like one or two artists and that's about it. So I'm very into Kelsey Ballerini, but like specifically the Ballerini edition like album. And I've been liking Club, which I feel like I relate to because I don't know, I just relate to it. And then other than that, pretty much like Taylor Swift, which I'm trying to get into Folklore, Evermore more, just because I feel like I haven't really given those albums a try or a chance. And other than that, Benson Boone. I don't know if you know who that is. He's on TikTok. He was on American's, wow, I'm going to get this wrong. It might have been American Idol. It might have been America's Got Talent, but I think it was American Idol. I've been into his music, and he's an up-and-coming artist.
Okay.
If that's what I can call him.
I'll look into that.
So, yeah, I've been into that, too. But, like, I know he has a couple songs out, but...
What style or like what genre of music is he?
Like, depressing music.
Oh.
Sad music.
Like,
I don't know.
Would you say like indie or like is it more?
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like very indie.
Okay.
Very, yeah.
Vibey.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't really know what style music that is.
Okay.
I don't know anything about music.
Yeah, I'll listen. I'll listen. I'll give a little ditty. a little listen.
I probably should listen because I want to do like entertainment music, so I probably should know things, but I don't. So.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. But yeah, that's all of my
so.
obsessions.
Yeah, I feel like I don't really have any others. I probably do have a lot more actually. I just can't really like. Oh, I have another obsession with like putting myself out of a comfort zone if that's like considered an obsession.
Yeah,
but,
that works. Elaboration, question mark.
just like, I don't know, like for 2 unit classes that I get to take, I'm like,
Okay.
I took an acting class and I'm by no means an actor. Like, so like anything that just challenges myself to put like for growth, or even like anything on a daily basis, like just doing things I'm not good at all. Like I will fail harder than literally anybody you've ever seen before, but I have to go out and do it. It's just fun.
Are you looking into any other like random classes for next semester?
Ooh, there's definitely a lot of classes that I would like take if I could. Which is why I'm kind of sad to graduate, because I would love to just be able to stay and take like random classes.
Yeah.
But as for classes that I'm looking into taking, I don't really know that there's any that I have my eye on right now, just because my schedule is so packed with all my law classes. But I would definitely take like, I don't know, I feel like we have so many good classes, but probably something in like music industry.
Oh, okay.
Or like
I was gonna say you should take
entertainment.
math Pilates
Oh yeah, I've heard that one's good. My roommate's in it right now, and she loves it.
or jazz. You could take jazz with me.
I could take jazz. I actually like went through the entire like de-clearance process for all those classes, like for dance classes, because I was like a competitive dancer and
You
everything.
should do it. I'm taking jazz C. Join
With
me.
who?
Shannon Grayson. She's really chill.
Okay. I had Professor Knight. I forgot her first name actually, but she was amazing, and I took a dance class, but it was like kind of a dance class, kind of not a dance class. It was like half lecture, half dancing.
Oh, okay.
Which was a GE. So if you go to USC, you should definitely take that class for a GE, because I loved it.
Oh, was it Origins of Jazz or was it?
No, it was dance and popular culture.
Oh.
I forget which GE it accounted for, but I loved it. It was
I
a
know
great
what you
time.
mean.
And I learned a lot. And it really, honestly, it was kind of a lot of work, but not really. Like in comparison, not really.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
With the G's.
Yeah, for a GE, I was like, but it's whatever.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So tomorrow, we're gonna play against Stanford, and we're gonna cheer, and we're gonna go crazy, go wild. And probably not as crazy as we were against UCLA. That was a little out of control.
I was about to reference it, but let me not.
Yeah, that was a really fun game. Like, just to talk about that a little bit, it was very close. Like through the whole game, we went double overtime, and then at the end, like they just kept on fouling us. But because our team is so good, they kept on making their free throws. So we got a little bit of a gap, and we screamed, we jumped, we
did
danced.
everything. Yeah. We stunted. Yeah.
Especially like after the game, like just the hype of like the team coming together, and then like the band like getting to run up in crowd with like
It
song.
was just so much fun.
It was good energy.
Yeah, it was just very like electric.
Yeah, and then just the
feeling.
ability to have today off before.
So
the final
nice.
game, yeah.
So nice. It
Just
was
so
a much needed
relief.
break.
Yeah,
Especially because we cheered 2 games in a row back to back, and like not that it's like, no, let me not say anything actually.
it wasn't necessarily taxing, but it is still nice to have like a little break. And
Yeah.
then, like, it just made this trip so much more complete, I feel, because like I went into this not necessarily thinking that the team was going to lose, but I didn't think this trip was going to be as like full as it was. So I think that I got a good experience just being here in Vegas and like getting to be with like the team and like this small band like cohort, I don't know what to call it. And then just like I get to have a spring break after this too. So
Yeah, I feel like it was definitely like a very convenient time because we really didn't miss that much of anything.
Of class, yeah, with the first round by and everything.
Especially with the first round by was so nice. Even though I definitely would have loved to leave on Wednesday just to skip more classes, but then I have to make them up, so I don't really want to do that. But anyways, it's been so nice being in Vegas, especially being from here. Like, it's just so nice to come back and be somewhere where I'm familiar with, but then also here with people that I know from other places. That's probably not the proper way to say that, but anyways.
Yeah, so I think that's everything for this episode. If you liked it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified next time that I post. My socials will be linked in the description. Or if you're listening on Spotify, make sure that you follow along, rate this, share it with your friends, do whatever you want.
Do it all.
Do it all. And yeah, I think that's everything for this episode. Thank you, Logan, so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
And wish us luck as we play Stanford tomorrow. Bye.
Yay.